Okay, I'm going to switch gears
Mm-hmm.
to the faster method.
Okay.
And we're going to aim it at any and all resistance to, what word do you want to use? Success, to
Yeah, I guess it would be success.
um, to resistance to receiving, resistance to success.
Mm-hmm. Resistance to things working out in my favor.
All right, there we go. So we're going to aim this at anything and everything
Mhm.
that is resistance to things working out in my favor.
Yeah. Okay.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Sides of the eyes system, let it go.
Let it go.
Under the eyes. Any and all resistance to things working out in my favor, let it go.
Any and all resistance to things working out in my favor. Let it go.
Collarbone, whatever it is,
Whatever it is,
wherever it came from,
wherever it came from.
it's safe to let it go now.
It is safe to let it go now.
It's good to let it go now.
It's good to let it go now.
It's time to let it go now.
It is time to let it go now.
Let it go now.
Let it go now.
Deep breath and wrist. Invite everybody to tap along as always.
Yeah.
Exhale. Think of something you want to let go of, just aim it. Peace. Okay, Jen.
Yes. Yes.
Any and all resistance to things working out in my favor, let it go.
Any and all resistance to things working out in my favor. Let it go.
Sides of the eyes, let it go.
Let it go.
Under the eyes, let it go.
Let it go.
Collarbone, whatever it is,
Whatever it is,
wherever it came from,
wherever it came from,
it's safe to let it go now.
it is safe to let it go now.
Let it go now.
Let it go now.
Deep breath and wrist. Peace.
Peace.
Good. Eyebrow, let it go.
Let it go.
Sides of the eyes, let it go.
Let it go.
Under the eyes, let it go.
Let it go.
Collarbone, whatever it is,
Whatever it is, wherever
wherever.
it came from,
Mm-hmm. Safe
it's
to let
safe
it
to
go
let it
now.
go now.
Let it go now.
Let it go now.
Deep breath and wrist. Peace. All right, we'll stop it there just because I always love the yawns.
Yeah, I know, right? The energy release.
Yeah. So if I were you, I would do 15 solid minutes of that without stopping every morning.
Okay.
Because what we're talking about, and I'm really glad, Jen, that you gave voice to it while we were tapping. What
Mm-hmm.
Jen's landed on here is just like, so this idea that things just don't work out, right? So when we are intending for something that we haven't really experienced,
Mm-hmm.
which is often the case, not always, but often, um, maybe we've never tried to experience it before and it's not that big of a deal. But maybe
Yeah.
it's right in alignment with a lot of the things that we've done over the course of our lives. So when Jen says, well, I'm not sure I've really ever succeeded at anything. And Jen has also you've talked about feeling like there's some cap on how much money you can bring in, right? And it
Yeah.
always gets to just that point and never seems to really go past it. So
Mm-hmm.
all of that, and she's got some shiny clear intentions that she didn't start yesterday for, like we were saying, the business humming and the personal life humming and the home life humming
Mm-hmm.
and the dwelling, all of it.
Yeah.
So, and the money part, right? And yet perhaps those things have never really happened, or they've happened sparingly or whatever. So perhaps there's some general resistance, and God only knows what the hell all the specifics are. So let's
Mm-hmm.
just aim a tapping, a round of tapping, at something like that. The idea that things don't work out for me, or just, resistance. I'm sorry. So we're tapping in this particular case, we're tapping about something we want to let go of. That's literally, those are the words we say: let go, let go, let go. So let go of resistance to receiving, let go of things don't work out for me, let go of bullshit, let go, whatever it is. But I love this idea of doing something that's just much more broad and general. And then because it's not like, oh, 0 to 10, taking the temperature, it's a 10, we tap for a while, whew, now I'm down to a 3. I mean, you guys know, oftentimes when we tap on things, we do experience immediate relief. And one way or another, at an absolute minimum, your physical body is just going to feel a little better when you do some tapping. But when we're tapping on something like this, Jen, it's often less obvious, even if we do it for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it's somewhat general, it's really addressing our subconscious, and we might not necessarily always notice it in the moment. It's very similar to using tapping for medical issues. So somebody might have a condition, but there's no symptom. So you tap on the condition, but you tap very regularly so that you can see after a period of a week or 10 days or 2 weeks, is there anything different in my system with regard to this medical condition?
Yeah.
Right? So it's the same sort of idea. You have to do it regularly enough.
Yeah.
And long enough that your body can be like, oh, all right, we're not messing around. This is really, okay, wake up here, right? You can do this 15 minutes of tapping. I know, I would love to see if you literally did it 7 days in a row. And when I say a chunk of 15 minutes, do it twice a day if you can, all the better.
Yeah, I will.
But that would be like a minimum, right? And we can all blow 15 minutes. So,
That's
and
the
you'll see
one
if,
thing. Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm super disciplined. I'm
yeah, I know
super
you are.
disciplined. I will be like, okay, if I know this will help me, I will do it.
Yeah, it will help you. And I think in a few days, you'll start to feel it takes a little while for the system to anchor it in and to respond. So I would do that for sure. And it's the antidote to feeling so kind of unmoored, uncentered. Well, where's my home? It's not, I'm not in the new home yet, and the old one seems to have been condemned. So
Yeah.
where do I go? That's, I hate to say it, but it's part of the process. It's a normal thing. But the way out of that is going to be, even tonight, just find those intentions, align, create that. It's just,
Mhm.
you call it daydreaming, call it intending, call it fake it till you make it, call it acting. I don't care. Whatever gets you to that place where you can imagine it. And you can even start with that idea. I
Okay.
don't know how this happened. I don't know how I got here, but holy moly, I'm in a
Yeah.
whole new place, right? I mean, so many of our intentions can start with that sentence or that idea, and to just, again, just like with anything else, Jen, it's just what's the intention and how much time and space how much attention am I giving to my intention?
Yeah. Okay. I
You're
will
doing
do
great.